Mushrooms, in their many forms, have long captivated humanity with their mysterious growth and hidden origins. The discovery of mushrooms dates back thousands of years, with early civilizations encountering them in forests, meadows, and even in the dark corners of caves. Ancient cultures often viewed mushrooms with awe, associating them with both medicinal and spiritual properties. The first documented use of mushrooms in human history traces back to the Egyptians, who revered them as a symbol of immortality. They believed mushrooms held divine powers and were reserved exclusively for royalty. However, the true scientific exploration of mushrooms began much later, during the Renaissance period when European botanists first started classifying and studying these fascinating organisms in earnest. The 18th and 19th centuries marked significant advancements in the understanding of mushrooms. As botanical sciences evolved, researchers began to distinguish mushrooms from plants, realizing that they belonged to a separate kingdom, fungi. Mycologists, scientists who study fungi, started cataloging the vast array of mushroom species found across the globe. The exploration into their reproductive processes revealed that mushrooms produce spores instead of seeds, setting them apart from plants. These spores, often microscopic, are released into the environment and can survive under harsh conditions. It wasn't until the advent of microscopes that scientists could truly grasp the complexities of fungal reproduction and structure, shedding light on how mushrooms grow and spread. Throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries, mushrooms were primarily studied for their culinary and medicinal value. Mycology, the study of fungi, gained traction as more researchers began to explore the various species, including their potential for use in medicine. Some mushrooms were found to have therapeutic properties, helping to treat infections and even cancer. Meanwhile, others were identified as toxic, causing severe poisoning and death if consumed improperly. This dual nature of mushrooms, as both life-saving and dangerous organisms, sparked further curiosity. The discovery of psychedelic mushrooms, which contain the naturally occurring compound psilocybin, also emerged during this period, opening up new avenues for research into the psychological and spiritual effects of fungi. In the mid-20th century, the study of mushrooms reached a new level of sophistication with the development of modern genetics and molecular biology. Scientists began analyzing the DNA of mushrooms, unlocking a deeper understanding of their evolutionary history and relationships with other organisms. This led to the discovery that mushrooms are closer to animals than to plants, fundamentally altering how we perceive their place in the natural world. The ability to cultivate mushrooms in controlled environments also advanced, allowing for mass production and widespread use of edible varieties. From the common white button mushroom to exotic species like shiitake and chanterelle, mushrooms became an integral part of global cuisine, with farmers learning to grow them indoors, increasing their accessibility to people around the world. Today, mushrooms continue to be a subject of great interest, not only for their culinary and medicinal uses but also for their ecological role. They play a critical part in the decomposition process, breaking down organic matter and returning vital nutrients to the soil. Mycologists are also exploring their potential in environmental remediation, using mushrooms to clean up polluted sites through a process known as mycoremediation. Furthermore, mushrooms are being studied for their potential in sustainable agriculture and biotechnology, with some species being used to create biodegradable plastics, alternative fuels, and even new forms of medicine. As research continues, the discovery of mushrooms, once a simple curiosity, has evolved into a multidisciplinary field with wide-reaching implications for science, health, and the environment. The history of mushrooms discovery is a tale of curiosity, scientific breakthroughs, and ongoing exploration. From ancient reverence to modern research, mushrooms have transformed from mysterious, mystical organisms into subjects of intense scientific inquiry. With each new discovery, the complexity of mushrooms and their relationship to the world around them becomes clearer. They remind us that the natural world is full of hidden wonders, many of which have yet to be fully understood or appreciated.